And Josh.
That was my headset.
We're now live, but we're
And
just
probably
making sure
Raji.
it's on. So give it a sec. That always takes. Oh,
He's not in here, remember?
Ready and
That's
action.
me again.
Take one.
wait, hang on.
He's not in here.
Yep.
Take
Alright, we are out.
5,003.
All right, let me go get the
And there he
live
goes.
chat on.
Okay.
All right, so everyone's
Let's do
ready.
this.
Feeling Maggie Daddies.
5,370.
Everyone ready?
Ready?
Yes,
I'll
we are
post it on
ready.
my server real quick.
Well, after like an hour delay because of waiting for everyone, of course, not everyone's even here yet. Sorry, guys. If you want to get on, you better hurry because we're now doing our recap of Monster Jam World Finals 20 since I finally got to saw everything last night since I missed Tom and Brian's run in the encore. I don't know what happened, but apparently right before Todd came out, I had mic problems. Oh, what's this? Looks like Vincent. Vincent's chat right now. I'm going to have to deal with that later. But anyways, I had mic problems where apparently no one in stream, on Discord, could hear me whatsoever. I don't know why. So I unplugged the mic from both ends and plug it back in. That didn't work. I got off it, logged off the voice chat and got back on. That didn't work. I turned off Chrome and logged back on. That didn't work. I literally got on a stream help and tried there. That didn't work. So that's what happened the last half an hour, which is why I didn't talk at all and didn't get to see all the runs till much later on. As soon as I stopped the stream last night and restarted, it finally worked. So, what the fuck? But like I said, I got to see all the runs last night. So now we're gonna do our recap of it, which is everything. And right now we got Aaron, Adam, Jacob, Duncan, Gavin, and Mia here, who wasn't here last night, was after
What's up?
streaming up by and large. You want to introduce yourself?
Present.
And Jaybird.
And now,
Me is Jaybird.
Each man
Yeah.
is here.
so now, of course,
Time to rip Josh.
that's later,
Oh,
but that's part
time
of it.
for the
But,
crow dance.
but of course, as we all know, Lindsay won freestyle last night. Yippee, her
Which
first
we did
title
not want her to.
ever. Even though Brianna did much better, but we'll get to that later. We're gonna do it all in order. First, we're ignoring all the non-racing and freestyle crap, and also, like I said, none of them are legitimate in my eyes. Sorry, guys. Tom's still 11-time champ, and none of the high jump, two-wheel skills, ATV speedsters, none of them are legitimate, and they can go fuck off and never do that again. Oh, Vincent wants on the chat? Okay. Well, I'll let him on. Let me go send him the link. See if he
Ooh,
wants it.
Vincent.
'Cause we're going to get to the two-wheel stuff crap, because that's one thing I really wanted to rage about that. Where
That's
did
not
he
the only
went
thing
in,
you're gonna
though?
rage about.
That's true.
But yeah,
I'll just write it
that was
myself.
really annoying about the two-wheel skills.
There's
Alright,
Vincent.
Vincent got on.
Yes.
Well, he's muted himself. Are you gonna be like cucked now? He got the
Yes.
mic on. Saw a circle. You there?
Yep.
All right. So we got a lot of
Welcome,
stuff to
Vincent.
say.
Oh, I was at World Finals 20, so.
So we had to say about that.
What was that?
So we got to say about that being there, unlike the rest of us.
It was a great show, but there was a lot of it was pretty unorganized. The show.
Well, I don't know
Not
if
gonna
you
lie.
know about someone who's going to be eating some crow later on the night, so be on the lookout for that. But of course, we gotta first rip about the two-wheel skills that they did. They should have done that on a fucking different day instead. All the trucks that flipped over during it for the rounds
High
were
jump.
so damaged from racing, it probably fucked them all up too and prevent them from doing good racing. And then of course seeing everyone like, what was it, like Brandon ran without his entire body and all shit like that, that was fucking a terrible idea. They should not have either done it or they should have done it on a completely different day. Anyone's got to say anything about that?
They should have added
Yeah,
an
I agree,
agree with
extra
that.
I
day.
just, I would
One
be
at a time, one at a time.
1,000% fine if they never did it at all.
Now what were we saying, Adam?
Yeah, that's true. I agree with Adam.
What were we saying, Adam?
One, I'm just saying, like, we could have been fine if we did not do it at all, and I'm 1,000% sure about that.
Yep. Now, what was Gavin saying?
I fully agree with Adam on that.
Jacob, what were you saying?
I agree with Adam. They should not have done it in the first place. It was the most retardest thing ever.
Aaron, you gotta say anything?
Bad ideas. Bad ideas.
I mean, if they were gonna do it that night, they at least could have done it after racing.
Yeah.
The trucks at least looked nicer.
Or at least be competitive too. Yeah,
And the
like, all
rain
trucks
delay,
were
of
broken,
course.
Had trouble. And Vincent, since you're there,
Yeah,
what
we'll
do you
get
gotta
into that
say?
later.
Can't really do anything about that.
All right, so now and then of course racing. That was nice. Finally seeing Jimmy get his first
Oh,
racing title in
congrats to
17
Jimmy after
years. That felt so
17
damn
years.
great.
Oh,
It's,
Yes.
I feel bad for Bari though, even though it didn't even
Oh.
look like he red lighted whatsoever. Look like they hit the K off the line at the same time, but that's gonna eat him for until next year if he makes it to 21.
Now, one thing
Man.
I do want to mention about Bari is that they had that extra zombie down there
Yeah,
for the encore and didn't
Yeah.
let him use it.
yeah, they should have done that instead. Because remember when he did that flip, that could have caused him
and
trouble,
Soldier
too.
Fortune Ice and Gravedigger Fire.
And then
We're
of
not that
course
far yet.
they did a terrible job with the track tonight, especially later on during the runs where you're saying, "Oh, good, Matthew got on." When later on in racing, when everyone was sliding out like so deep in the turn, and it looked like there was they showed like the concrete or whatever on the underneath the dirt and all like appearing in the turns. They did such a terrible job with the turns and crap. It was so freaking terrible. Anyone's had the same thing?
I
about
am
that?
here.
And one
You're,
at a time.
you're just
One
a
thing I will
time.
say-
Wait, got Adam
One
first.
thing I will say,
Adam, go first.
well, yeah, the track was very poorly maintained, especially for racing. Like, I noticed, like, even for as we went even further in the racing competition, a lot of trucks in the blue lane, as soon as they enter the turn, they just get way too much grip, with the point where they have to go really slow into the turn, or they just flip over or spin out. While trucks in the red lane, while they did go out a lot, they at least carried a lot of the momentum that carried them to the finish line, mainly in the later rounds.
And then yeah, that's it.
So it's
Did this
inconsistent.
have? Wait, did this have with the
Wait,
Jimmy?
hold on.
Like the father brother?
Wait, Duncan, wait. Were you still talking, Adam?
And no, that's pretty much it.
All right, now Duncan.
And I remember they actually having the Jimmy the final round where he went so wide he nearly hit the wall.
Yeah, and Crean actually hit the Jersey one either semifinals or
Mhm.
finals, if I remember correctly. And now Gavin, what were you saying?
I don't know.
Jacob.
I had to get off early.
Jacob, what were you saying earlier?
With the Fire and Ice Encore, with the Ice Soldier Fortune and the Fire Gravedigger, I thought that was also very stupid.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Aaron.
I mean, going back to the thing with them sliding out in the left lane, like when they were,
Oh, we're talking about
they
racing.
showed we got a few angles of like the back part of the track. And it almost looked like there was so little dirt there that the like you could see it was either like a tarp or like concrete underneath the dirt where the dirt had flipped up.
Yeah, they didn't put a lot of dirt out there. And then Matthew, since you finally got on, have anything to
It
say about
was-
racing and maybe two-wheel skills that you didn't get to say anything yet?
Having two-wheel skills before racing was actually a bad idea,
Yeah.
especially with the fact that so many of the people in two-wheel skills were in racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what about racing itself? What do you got to say about racing?
Honestly, other than Jimmy winning his first racing championship, it was kind of boring.
Mia?
'Cause
Mia, you got anything to say?
Because he went
Also, it
so
kinda-
wide on that
Matthew's saying
final
something. Hold
turn.
on. Matthew's saying something.
Well,
Also, it kind of looked like the tree light started malfunctioning towards the end too, so
Yeah.
that's why Zombie kind of red lighted.
did-
Although
it did
they
look like
probably
Looked like Bart
used
got
that
the
as
same
to
time
make
as
sure he was
Jimmy.
good to
I
go.
was sitting right by the light, and what you said about Bari is true. I swear I saw the light turn green on Bari's side.
Me
before.
too.
before the semifinal race, and I mean in that semifinal race because I was sitting like right next to the red lane, so I could see both lights. So yeah, you're correct on that.
Now, Mia, what were you saying?
I was commenting on the dirt thing. Yeah, I noticed how you could see the concrete there, and yeah,
Oh,
Jimmy was just flying down there. I'd say that he probably wouldn't have slid as far back as he did if that was Phil the third. He probably would have gotten more grip. So that was
Yeah.
probably a bunch of broken parts that could have been prevented.
Yep. I was gonna ask Vincent, but it looks like he left for the moment. So yeah, there is no excuse whatsoever. Two-wheel skills should, and also high jump and long jump or whatever. We'll get to that in a little bit. But two-wheel skills should not have been there. It should not have gotten a world title, and if it was gonna be there, it should have been on a different day or after racing, where if the trucks break or whatever, then it wouldn't fucking matter because the competition would be still fine. Now, onto the encore for racing. All they freaking did was backflips. Like, what's so special about that? They should just kept on going until they dropped like they should always. Right, guys?
Yeah,
Yep, this encore was just
I mentioned that earlier.
I agree with Adam. It was
Adam, what were you saying?
I mentioned that earlier.
Let me talk. Oh, now he muted himself, so I guess Jacob goes now.
But also kind of bringing it back to like the two wheels thing. Maybe you guys they could have had it like how the speedsters and ATVs were, have it randomly earlier during the day like they did it before freestyle, since no one cared about it.
Couldn't quite really hear. You're kind of like muffled.
I said if you guys wanted to have two wheel skills, have it earlier in the day. Kind of like they did it with speedsters and ATVs, since no one cared about it.
Yeah, and then that way we're giving a lot of them more time too. Now, Adam, what were you saying before you got cucked?
I think all I said about the encore was that it was just pretty much.
All right.
Even the introductions of the two fire ice trucks, those weren't really anything special at all.
And then, Jacob, were you trying to say something?
The best encore that I think this is just my own opinion is the Gravedigger World Finals 30th anniversary encore. That was a good.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though that didn't go according to plan, that was pretty good.
God.
you okay, Tim?
Yeah. Aaron, you got anything to say, or Jacob, before we get on to the next part?
Speedsters, to begin with, I don't know why they even had to make a world championship for speedsters or ATVs.
Yep, especially
Like, why
if it's
come
a
up with
monster
all
truck
these
league.
things?
They should be for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's only supposed to be monster trucks,
Yep, but
not
remember.
ATVs or speedsters.
Yep.
Just monster trucks.
Yep. And of course, remember, I'm Josh and Chase insist that's not a monster truck league when I proved them wrong. Yep, Herbie, you're right in the chat. Worst world finals ever. All right, so I guess we're done with two-wheel skills, racing, and the encore. But yep, congrats, Jimmy, finally getting that first race title after 17 years. It must have felt really good. But now we get to day 2, of course, which start off with high jump. Before we get to the thing itself, what the fuck was up with that little hill where they stopped at to line up right before the hill, and they freaking painted, and then after high jump, they got rid of it? What was the point of even painting it in the first freaking place? What was the point of that? Oh my god, what a waste of actual paint, too. Right, guys?
There was one way to make that easier. Just paint a white line on the ground at least, or just back up as far as you want to. That's literally it.
Yeah, but then we get to the jump itself. Like, the first bunch of trucks went up the side and really had violent flipovers and shit. And of course, a good chunk of the competitors also competed in freestyle, which of course did not work well for them for freestyle probably either, especially when they looked not in good shape either. So yeah,
I don't think Scott Buteau freestyled.
What were we saying,
He
Goblin?
wasn't in
No,
the
he didn't.
competition to begin with.
He wasn't even in either. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Someone else say anything about two-wheel skills?
I'm also starting to think that the damage to Monster Energy contributed because of that. The
Yeah.
high jump.
Yeah, because
front flip.
remember when
Yeah.
Todd went for his jump, he actually did that front flip and landed really hard in the rear end. That could have probably had some damage to it. Does anyone have to say anything?
Yeah, I think
Hold
Tom
on,
Milne's got
hold on, Am's talking first.
because
Go on,
I
Adam.
think it could have resulted to Tom getting damaged as well since he broke early.
Now, Aaron.
And
Oh, hang on,
don't
Am's
really
Am's
got
talking.
much
Hang
to
on,
say.
hang on. Am's talking still.
I think that's it.
All right, now, Aaron.
I don't really got much to say. Actually,
No one
anything at
else?
all.
But yeah, they should not. They should not have had it. They should not have had a high jump whatsoever. I don't even remember. Does anyone even remember who won? I don't even know because I didn't give two fucking shits about it.
It was Cynthia.
It was Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia
Cynthia.
won.
The
Oh yeah,
competition was
sorry.
really boring.
Oh yeah, Cynthia, sorry. You're not a legitimate champ in our eyes. Come back and race in freestyle, and then you'll get a legitimate one. Oh boy.
Yeah, a legit
So-
championship is either racing, double down showdown, or freestyle.
Now, before we get to freestyle, does anyone remember the exact order? Hey, wait, I have no idea. I'll load up Monster Jam Lord's channel on the Alienware because he loaded up the videos in the exact order. Unless someone get there first, as I'm trying to load it up. I should have probably done this sooner because I want to talk about like the runs like in order of what happened, pretty much. Come on, YouTube, load up already. Unless someone can get there first.
Also, it seems like high jump was kind of inaccurate because it looked like some trucks were getting higher than others, and they were scoring it
Well, there's a link to
a
a
lot
channel.
lower or a lot higher than they got.
Yeah,
actually
know.
got.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It seemed like they're inconsistent with the heights. Not to mention, did it seem kind of weird to you guys? As I think Matthew pointed out last night too. Did it seem weird every time they went for it? They always would land on the same side of the center jump on it. Always on like the
I
red
pointed
side.
that out.
Have anyone
yeah,
else?
I seen that.
Yeah, the ramp was not built properly.
Yeah. There's no way it could.
Well, just doesn't care. Period.
Yeah, it kept going off the side of the jump. No one was landing it. But yeah, we're gonna get to the rain delay part. Let me just get the order loaded up as I'm on his channel. Let's see. And then Brendan came out. Wait. No. Wait, did seriously Lindsay came out second? Seriously?
I think that sounds about right.
Wow, if that's the case, this marks ties World Finals 12 for the both actually ties World Finals 12 for the least lead changing for night with 2, and the earliest someone came out to win it, second one out. Huh. Pretty nice, but of course that run was good, but it was nowhere near enough for the win. And then we got to Bari, then Jimmy. Trying to think of off the top of my head. Let's see, Justin, Morgan,
Justin.
and then Tristan.
Justin.
Then we got to Brianna's run. If y'all saw it, she
Brianna?
had like
Oh
4
my
or
goodness.
5 saves. Anyone remember Brianna's run last night? Let me go post in the chat.
Run
so
of
y'all
her
see it
life.
again.
Easily the best
I have
run
a
of the
wait.
night.
I got a better idea. Before I post her run, how about I show you all Lindsay's run again? Hang on. Here is
Yep.
Lindsay's run for the Almanche Lord watch. We'll give a few minutes. You all can watch that. But while we wait, how about we talk about it? Let me go load it up again. Maybe I should go post it, unless someone wants to post in the chat here to watch again.
Here, I got it. I'll post it. Oh, he got it. Okay.
Let's maybe watch it together then. In the meantime, have it muted. But from what I remember, did she fill the run is the question, because we didn't even get to see the clocks pretty much whatsoever, so we have no idea how many filled the runs or not, like I usually do every year when I rip them. Okay, Duncan says she did.
She filled
but
time.
whatsoever, so we have Duncan said she did, but yeah.
Yeah, she did fill time. I timed it myself earlier.
Yeah, she did a solid run, but that was just not enough for the win. So I'll let you all watch that for a few minutes first before we get to Brianna's one. Well, yeah, we all got to say
Yeah,
about...
quite a few Sky release and then the back release.
So yeah, we all got to say about Lindsay's run in the meantime. How about order?
I mean, it was a
Go Aaron first.
It was a really
No,
good...
no, Aaron goes first. Aaron.
Alright. There.
Aaron, you there?
Go, Aaron.
Oh, I couldn't tell who you were saying was going first. Okay. So it was a very decent run, to say them probably most. I wouldn't call it championship caliber at all.
Yeah. Honestly,
I mean, it was just big air and sky wheelies. That's
The cartwheel was impressive, but that was pretty much it.
all right then. Galvin, unless Aaron's still
The car-
talking.
The cartwheel
Oh,
was
is-
the only
is
good
Aaron still
thing
talking?
she did, other than get a lot of air.
And she had a backflip.
And the backflip, of course.
And then so you're both done,
Yes.
Adam.
Well, I'm rewatching her run right now. She had a really good run. She had some good air, but quite a few sky wheelies, a few comboing into a slap wheelie. Her momentum was okay at most. And she did have the backflip and the cartwheel. And I believe Master Jam Lord said in his video, he would have given it like an 8.5. I wouldn't even mind that score. But yeah, this is just not a winning run whatsoever. Maybe top 5, but probably
I don't
definitely
have
not the
my
winning
scores anymore, but I think I said I gave her like somewhere between a 6.5 and 7. Because I'm really
Y'all
strict with my
didn't-
scores, guys. Always remember that. So yeah, just finished
like a
watching the
10
run.
seconds I've seen so far before that cartwheel that she doesn't do anything.
You know what's funny too? This is a pretty harsh thing to say. Adam's win and run 2016 probably was honestly better than this. Even though he didn't film the run, he did a lot more than that, honestly. And honestly, even this is probably like around Leo Donald's territory in terms of goodness. And his run was probably better just on the front flip compared to this. So of all, in my eyes, of all the freestyle championships, this is up there as like one of the weaker ones.
I agree.
And what else? Anyone
I
say
think-
worst freestyle
I
win
think-
ever? Well, not the worst. Probably like Medusa in 2004 is probably the worst. But up there's like one of the top 5 worst winning runs, right?
I think Charlie Pawkins' freestyle in World Finals 11 was one of the better ones.
Well, we all got to think about this. Like, what? There's one of the worser ones.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the worser ones, but I still think
This is
Adam's
called
World Final
Feminist
17 was the worst.
5-year-olds World Finals.
All right, now let me go get that link to Monster and Lord again. 'Cause I was had it on the Alien. We're
You
gonna
also
go
have
get
to
that up.
factor in
So
how
I
many people were eager to score at the beginning of the day.
And sorry
compared
if I
to
had to
the
mute my
first
mic because a
Cynthia's run.
motorcycle went by.
now what were you saying, Matthew?
You also have to factor in how many eager people were scoring from Cynthia's run to Brianna's.
Yeah. Mia, you have anything to say? Duncan?
Well, the whole thing was horseshit. The whole thing, just
Yeah.
horseshit.
So Duncan, you want to say anything?
Medusa was the worst winning run.
Yep. All right. So now I think it's been a few minutes for all of you in the chat to watch Lindsay's run. Let me go. Fucking close out my stream on here. On the video. Yeah, go load up my video, get another link, and when I get it up, I'm gonna show you all Brianna's run, so you can all see that for yourselves. Here we go.
Yeah, Brianna had the
Mute that.
better run.
And of course, I had an ad playing, so I got to turn off this. Wait for this ad to stop before I can post it. All right, here we go. All right, let me go
And
make sure I
she did fill the
copied it
clock.
again. As I'm copying, here we go. Here is Brianna's run. Now, also, let's go
My-
watch that too again.
In my opinion, Brodozer save was better than Lindsay's whole freestyle.
Wow, we're gonna get to that
That's
later. But right now, let's
hard.
get this. Let's stick to Brianna's run right now. Yeah, she did like 4 or 5 stages. Remember, she kept that momentum going throughout the entire run after that. So we all,
That's your first hit.
and she went right for
There you
that
go, really big
tabletop. She almost cleared. And then that nice save right there
Brodozer
too.
was able to keep going. That probably would have been a winning freestyle.
Yeah, that probably would have.
Yeah, she got big air as well.
Heard that Son of a Digger was running purple headlights last night.
I don't know. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Ryan,
That I
Tom and
don't
Ryan later
remember.
on for me, since I didn't get mentioned how I felt about that.
Man,
then
she
when
was
she went-
skying it.
And then she went
Right.
right for that race lane. Here's
More
that other
ragged
save
edge
right
than
here.
Brianna.
And she nosedived and got that save on top of the step up. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, you went nuts.
Yeah, kind of like whipped it around and then straight on top of the tabletop, which is really awesome.
And then she did that awesome cross spread. After
More
that one
ragged
save,
edge.
she kept that momentum going. She knew not to let
I
up
think
because
that
she knew
air
that
was
title was
more
possibly in her
Tom's
hands.
air.
So I hope you're all watching right now. See, her run is awesome so far. And then she had that other save right there in front of the
Yeah.
tire ramp.
Yeah, the only bad thing I could say about her run is that she had to back up at one point, and maybe.
And did she?
Yeah, she backed up twice.
Even though all her saves pretty much made up for them.
And then did she had a pop tire at 1.2, remember? And then she had that other
Yeah.
save right into the racing lane, remember that? Oh my
Mhm.
god, that was awesome. She had like 4
was
saves in that run.
That was probably save of the night.
And didn't she lose like drive or something like that too? It seemed like she was having trouble there tonight. And that's where the right rear went pop.
Yeah, she only had front wheel drive, I think, as well.
Yeah, it sounds
Yep.
like it too. And then she had that other save. Yeah, like 4 or 5 saves in that run. That did kill her that momentum, but at least that was probably like near the end of her run, so probably didn't waste too much time. Let's see,
She managed to keep it going for the full 2 minutes.
let's see, when did she hit that first hill? I'm gonna watch myself on the video. Like around 21 seconds, so let's get to 2:21. Yep, she was still driving, so she did fill the run. But yeah, that was
Yeah,
definitely
like
an
2 minutes
incredible
and 10
run.
seconds.
So compare Brianna's to Lindsay's. Who think should have won between the two?
Brianna.
Brianna.
Definitely Brianna.
Matthew, Aaron, Duncan, Mia.
Duncan
What?
says, I bet she didn't win because she didn't do a backflip. Except you don't need to do a backflip
Yeah.
to win.
But
You have to
well,
keep momentum and fill the time.
Matthew, Mia,
Well,
Aaron,
I'm
what do you
pretty
think?
sure you need a
Brianna
backup
or
plan, you
Lindsay
don't do-
would did better?
Hang on, everybody's cutting out.
Brianna.
Matthew, Aaron.
Brianna
Yeah.
for me. Brianna for me.
Definitely should have won.
Yep.
I'll say
Brianna definitely
too,
did.
but you have to also factor in how many people
I'm
left.
pull a Steven Crowder. Brianna should have won. Change my mind.
Yep. But now we get to the oh god, the link disappeared again. Damn it, Monster Jam Lord, why does your thing keep disappearing on me? Load up once again. So after Brianna, hang on, let me get his link back up. Let me see, where did we last left up? Oh yeah, then Lindsay, then Becky, and then Bryce had that incredible save. Then Rosalie, and then Jim, unfortunately, when his engine died out. Then Tyler. Wait, where's Randy? Where's Randy? I don't see Randy Brown's save on this list right here. That's pretty weird. Because remember, Randy went for that Metal Militia jump off the red lane and nosedive like Dennis in World Finals 15, and he saved it, and they should have let him kept on going after that. Remember that, guys? That was awesome.
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
Randy
yeah.
Brown's
Freak out about
freestyle
Fire
is
Rod.
pretty much towards the very top of the list. That's the one thing that's not in order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course they gave him a 7.4 for something like that. There's no way that is a 7.4. That was like a 1.5 only because of the one hit and got a little bit extra because of landed. For all of you that didn't see, there was I think that's I think I got Randy Brown's run right there. Yes, we went for it.
Yeah, that's Randy Brown.
Yep. And of course, when he did that, I'm sure that basically scared the crap out of everyone the rest of the night not to do that again. But unless there was no broken form, like, he should have been allowed to kept on going. Oh my god, that
I
would have
think
been
you
cool
broke
as
a
shit.
tire rod or something.
It's only like the 4-link or the dry shaft loop that usually would require a shutdown. Everything else, they just let going. Well, that's right. This is Phil. We're talking about safety, remember, guys. Alright. So, and then, remember when, oh yeah, we got to Tyler. And then when, Camden went out there, they had that incredible, like, breakage with Blacker down. Remember that? We ripped the whole axle and flipped it
yeah.
around. That was so cool.
That was.
Pulled out the second successful backflip to moonwalking competition.
Bakudan had a good run.
And that was actually
Wasn't it
one.
Camden's run that they had to come out and remove something from the track?
Oh,
Yeah, that was
that's right. We
Mohawk
forgot about
Warrior.
that. We gotta get back to Mohawk Warrior. Remember that? For all of you who don't remember, they oh, wait a minute. Since we got Monster Jam Lord's chant video, I'm gonna post in chat. Let's watch and see what they tried to pick up. I'll post it in the chat. All right, let's watch Bryce's run and see what actually happened. Because they actually stopped his run in the middle to pick something up, and I want to find out what it is specifically. Because I already got to the part of the run where he did that save as he went over that roller. We gotta see what exactly did they stop him for, because If it was like a body part or something, that was bullshit. They ruined all his. They ruined all his momentum in that run when he had maybe a shot to possibly get in the lead, possibly from that, and that is unfair. And no, if any Felbots here, do not try and make any excuses for them doing that. It was wrong, and that was the end of it.
I
Looked
think
like
it was.
part
I
of-
think it was the tailgate.
Yeah, it looked. Let me go watch it
Yeah,
again. Let's
yeah, it was
rewind
the tailgate.
Let's rewind. It was right off the fire truck. Something fell off. Yeah. What came off was the tailgate and looked like part of the frame. They shut him down just to pick that up. Yeah, as I call unfair and bullshit. That was unfair what they did to him, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yep. They should.
So
be
we all got to
ashamed
say
of
about that. Them
themselves.
shutting him down because of that.
That was bull crap. Absolute bull crap.
That's because Mohawk Warrior is clearly gonna run over it, and that freaking piece of metal is gonna fly into the stands. when
And
it's
funny enough,
almost
too,
towards the
remember,
center of the
guys,
track.
watch the rest of his run. Most of the body did came off in the run. And guess what? He still kept going. So doesn't that kind of, debunk the worry about the frame on the ground, parts flying everywhere? Like, look, he went for a hill. There goes the hood. And the windshield's like flapping on top of the Bullhawk. There's body parts everywhere, but they still kept them going. I don't see a safety hazard, guys. Do you see a safety hazard? I most certainly don't.
Nope.
I don't see a safety hazard.
Anyone else?
Or maybe they figure it was part of the actual roll cage and not part where the body goes off. Maybe that's what they thought at first.
Well, they'd be pretty damn dumb when it was clearly obvious. So yeah, I think we got that out of the way. I think we need to get back to Cannon's run when he broke off that axle. That was so cool as shit. And then he did what Aaron said the other night. He wanted to see someone get a backflip into a reverse wheelie. That was cool, wasn't it? Let's get to when he broke that axle. That was awesome. I can't believe how he did that though. It didn't even look like that hard of a hit. Yeah, the axle literally broke up and then flipped around.
It's got like the unluckiest bounce ever.
Phil probably watched that and started crying because
yeah.
all the money that they'd have to pay for.
Oh, and remember when the Felbot said these trucks are built for high jumps and stuff like that? What is this? The whole axle ripped apart like that!
Pathetic.
That was bad.
That was cool as shit though, but come on, you can't deny that was pretty bad. And he was runner up that night. Let's see, I want to see.
Yeah, I think
he was runner
I
up.
think he
that
was
night.
second.
Yeah, he was. I'm trying to find out when did he start.
No, he got
his
third
run.
place.
Let's see. Looks like he did a lap around before hitting the fire truck. So 46 seconds exactly is when he hit that fire truck. So yeah, he left like 30-something seconds left on the clock. So he didn't fill his run. So maybe if he filled it, he probably could have maybe taken lead. But I don't know. What do you all say? Do you think maybe that was even better than Lindsay? Even with the 30 extra seconds he left on the clock?
I mean, other than the backflip to a moonwalk, if he filled time, then maybe it could be better than Lindsay Reed.
Anyone else?
I agree with Adam. If it filled time, then yeah.
He got third place in that show, but I still think for leaving that much time left, I think it's just a little too high.
Yeah, that score was still honestly too high. Then again, everyone was honestly. The only score I think they got right was it was someone who got like a 6 something. I did like a 6-2. I can't remember who it was. It was someone really early. I think it might have been
They even
Bari.
overscored Brodozer.
Well, we're gonna get to that soon. And
Yeah.
speaking of which, oh that's right. Then Cynthia, and then Ice Dragon, and then we get to the rain part. But we'll talk about Brodozer first. As man, what an awesome save that was by Brodozer. In fact, Heavy D looked like he had the throttle stuck when he did the hit. Didn't it look like it? He floored out the save, and then he kept on flooring and did with another save. It looked like the throttle was stuck or something like that.
Yeah, the throttle was stuck.
Let's watch it again. Maybe we'll watch the smoke too, because if the throttle was stuck, we would see the smoke flying then from the acceleration. Let's see. Let's get to that. That past the save. Get to that. Now I'm at the roller part. We got that sky wheelie. Now I'm watching the smoke. Was that one save? Yep, here the throttle was stuck, or he stupidly floored into it for no reason. But hey, he got a second save off it, so I guess it benefited. And then he went for the backflip and broke the forelink off that hit, which unfortunate. And yeah, he got way overscored. It was like 4 hits or something like that. That is nowhere near like an 8.9. I think I only gave it like a 4 or something like that. You gotta fill the run. Remember, that's like one of the biggest criteria. One huge save is not enough. Anyone else ball was too high?
Easily
Nope.
one.
You have to have a full run in
It
order
was
to
easily
win.
one. Yeah, it was easily one of the best like 30-second runs ever, but it not worth an 8, maybe a 4 most.
8.987. Yeah, that's way too high.
Well, I guess Aaron's weighed. Duncan.
He was in the throttle on purpose.
So Jacob, you have anything to say?
He was on the throttle when he
Yeah.
saved it the second time.
Yeah, so you got, because that second save would not have happened if he floored out, but if he just let.
Yeah, but why go right after a backflip after doing that?
He would have had that first save if he just let the throttle
Obviously,
stay in
go for
control.
it.
He forced
I
that
mean,
second save.
he wanted to win that badly. He could have just went for a big jump and then do a backflip. And then if he lands it,
trying to go for it.
easily win like that.
Mia, anything to say?
Yeah, and that really sucked because he had a run going.
Yeah, he had a lot of
He did.
Mia?
Would have won if he would have kept going after that backflip.
Yep.
If he kept the momentum up.
Well, for time, Mia, you got anything to say?
Yeah, he definitely could have won if the run went further. I could definitely saw that as a win run.
Matthew?
I agree with everyone else. It could have won if he kept on going.
All right, now it happened before Brodozer came out, but now we're gonna get to the best part of last night: the rain, and then the rain.
Oh yeah.
It happened during Neil's run.
It started raining when Brodozer came out, but then they did the
before
delay
Neil's
before Neil
Debunked,
came out.
Josh. Get debunked.
Yep. Because remember, guys, when they first announced the World Finals going to Vegas, one of the things that were brought up on Amstar when we had our big fight was about the rain. Because personally, I don't give a fuck if it rains or not, but I know a lot of people have a problem with it. So I pointed out to Josh, and I point out, like I showed in the chat, when I showed all the stats I used for the weather. Orlando in May is 3 times more likely to get rain than Vegas is in March. That's just a fact. You can't deny it. And he smugly desisted, saying, it's our dry season. It's not likely to rain, so you have nothing to worry about. And then guess what happened?
It rains.
He got owned on the spot. And not only that, Adam, why don't you go find his, I don't want to say it yet. I want to show everyone.
Do you want to post some of these on the stream?
No, not that, Adam. The other thing, remember what he did afterwards? Remember? It's a word that begins with E and sounds like Cuse. That's right. I think I might have them too, but I think there are older things too. I want to show you all this before we get to the funny
I have a
part.
post on my server about it.
I'm gonna have to go all the way up. It might take a minute.
It was on his server. But yeah. So for all of you didn't know, when that rain delay happened, I tweeted to Josh about what happened, and he blocked me because he couldn't handle it because he's such a snowflake.
He also said something in his server.
Yeah.
He pinged me about it. He said, I never said it was going to rain. I didn't say it wasn't going to downpour. I never said that.
Yeah, that's the thing we're about.
One rainstorm without some lightning. And then he said that he never mentioned lightning.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say that Am was doing. Yeah, Am's.
Yep,
find it.
there it is.
Let me go post this, because Josh at the event, he started making excuses about it raining. That was so funny. Oh, come on, don't cop me. Don't start this crap with me. Let me go back to the thing and open up an original thing.
Kind of want my money back. Feel a little robbed.
Yep.
And he says, how? You just witnessed the best World Finals in my in my opinion.
Robbie didn't know. Josh thinks World Finals 20 was the best World Finals ever, and not only that, Lindsay deserved
You just witnessed the best World Finals. Shut up.
Lindsay deserved to win. That was the best
Wow.
World Finals ever. What do you got to say about that, guys? One at a time, though.
Mm.
What? Wait, Jacob, you want to go first?
Oh yeah, I will go first. He needs to go to college, needs to learn how to do the weather, and he needs to know what kind of stuff he talks about before he says something. He doesn't know anything. He's just a freaking Feldbot, and he believes everything that Feld does. So, Josh, if you're watching this, and I hope you do, please take my advice.
Yep.
And please get a degree in meteorology. And if you don't, you can go fuck yourself, pretty boy.
I wish I had Agoff here as he was another
Wow.
player that really ripped him a new one about the dry season. But now Gavin, what were you saying?
All I gotta say is, Josh, is that you got debunked, son.
Yep. Mia, anything?
Debunked.
Josh, I gotta thank you for giving me, having me make so many memes that are just so damn funny. That
Yeah, they're really funny.
This is-
Matthew, anything to say?
Some Floridian you are.
Yep.
Exactly.
Wait, I got one more thing.
Hurry up.
Make sure you go to clown school, because you need
Oh,
it.
yeah! He's the clown of the year, as Deep Bender said in the chat last night. Oh, here we go, Mia. Thank you for that. Let me go. I'll post it in the chat now for everyone to see. This is a picture that he made a meme. Hang on, let me go find the chat again. This is really funny, guys.
Oh, there's a picture too that I sent.
Found it.
That one, yeah.
At the server.
We'll hold that on for. We'll hold out for a minute because we're gonna get to it. Now, Duncan, anything to say about this? Or are you gonna be muted still?
I'm back.
Well, hang on, we're waiting for. Oh, he's just gonna type instead. So, are you gonna talk? Because that was the point. You guys. Wow, he was wrong, is all Duncan said. All right, then, Aaron,
Wow,
what you gotta
was
say
he
about
wrong?
the? Hang on a minute, Adam. Aaron, what you gotta say about the rain delay and Josh getting owed?
No, Josh, if you're listening to this, I know that, you probably did know it was going to rain. You just didn't want.
Oh shit, Aaron cut out on us. Oh man. So you just didn't want to admit it. Oh, here he goes. Now what were you saying? You got cut off for a second. That you just didn't want to admit or whatever.
You just didn't want to admit it because you wanted to get your job commentating for Feld.
Yep.
Now listen here, right? We have pictures of you asking for Mayumi's nudes. Right? So if you do get a job, we can just send Feld those and you're out.
I don't agree
So you
with
might as
doing
well
that
get
though,
over
but it would be
Feld.
kind of funny and ironic. But now, Adam, anything to say before we get to the best part that we mentioned we were going to do last night?
First thing I want to point out is that someone in the stream chat just called Josh a white chimpanzee.
Sounds like something Nadia would say to us.
That's
It's like
true.
Nazi.
Oh, he's a
Secondly,
white
Josh,
Naji. Wow.
You were way wrong.
Best World Finals ever.
Get wrecked. You got wrong. You're proven wrong.
Anything else? Other than the fact he ain't getting Mayumi ever?
Nope.
That too.
Or
Alright.
else he'll see his father or her father.
Alright, now with that out of the way, as we mentioned last night, actually I mentioned this all day in the servers I'm on, that me and Adam were nice enough to make this for him. We put all of our differences aside, and I was nice enough to make this for him. As I'm going to change the picture of Monster Jam logo on the stream to something else. Me and Adam were nice enough to make Josh a nice, big, fat, delicious bowl of crow for him to eat, as you'll be seeing in the chat. Look at that, guys. A nice, big, fat, bowl of delicious
I
crow.
love
And he's going to have to eat it. Ain't that funny, guys, or what?
Mm-hmm.
I just like
I
the
think I was
stream.
post the second one in the stream as well.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
second one I made.
And
was
not only
actually
that,
eating it.
This is something. This is one that Adam made. Oh, and not only that, I forgot to mention. If you might not be able to see in the picture, there's rain in the background as an ironic omen to him. You might not be able to see it on the crows though. But also, Adam made this picture, and Mia made it even better as. Oh, damn it! It's not copying the link again. I can't type stand this crap. All right, let me get back to the chat. Load it up. Load original. Copy the link. All right, hang on. Here we go. There's the link of Josh with his clown look and eating a crow. Ain't it awesome or what? That's what happens when you're a bellbot and harassing Mayumi all the time.
Some rain added in the background.
Yeah, that's right. There's rain in the background too. So yeah, he hasn't learned. He made excuses. He actually thinks it was the best World Finals ever. And Kristen, Lindsay deserves her win. What do y'all gotta say about that?
Wait, I want to Photoshop the crow.
Wait, Garrett has posted something.
What'd you say?
Or just says if everyone wants to mean, go for it.
Yeah.
Now what?
Oh,
Now what was Jacob saying?
Oh, I was just saying that Garrett posted something on Adam's server.
Oh, and I see something notification of me on my server. I'm gonna check that later. So now, Adam, what were you saying?
Garrett simply said, "If anybody wants to meme this dude, go for it."
I'll go.
I'll check that later if it's on my server. But Adam, anything to say?
It is on your server.
About
Yeah, it's on.
eating crow?
Eat the crow.
Yep, that's right. If you're watching this, eat the crow. Me and Am worked very hard to make that nice bowl for you. You better start eating it. And next time, don't say dumb things like about it's our dry season and we have nothing to worry about with the rain happening when it fucking did. So next time, shut your fucking mouth and don't ever talk about this again until you eat that bowl of crow and own it. Now,
Eat your crow or else no BKT tires for dessert.
Yeah. Oh boy. Now, with that only out of the way, as we put the logo back on. All right, now let's get back to the freestyle, as it took like an hour for the delay to end. But then what happened? We had the last 5 runs, and Neil came out. What did he break a tire? I think it was. He ended really short. Adam unfortunately flipped over, which probably was because of the mud too. And then Todd, oh boy, Todd did his Venom Militia jump over a fire truck, and that was probably even better and even probably higher than on what he did at World Finals 15 seemed to be, didn't it? But unfortunately,
higher and longer.
But unfortunately, due to the jump, and I would not be surprised too if it's the long jump as well. Unfortunately, the link I sent was 52 seconds in, so you might have to rewind a bit when you watch it. But the the jump and probably high jump too ruined him. He ended really. I don't know if he filled the whole run or not, but he lost a lot of momentum after that jump, unfortunately. And if it was from the high jump, another good reason why you should not ever have it again. Oh, and look at that too! I watched in the run when he made the jump, a part of the body flied off too and landed just nice and calmly on the hill, where it did not affect anyone whatsoever. So why do we have to worry about parts flying around again, guys? Or are the Feldbots full of shit again, as always?
Bullshit, and need to eat the crow.
Yep, he has to eat that crow. But, shit, what was I gonna say? About, yeah, that was a good run. And there goes the tailgate that he lost on top of the tail guy, too. Yeah, and also, remember, if it's about safety hazards, oh, the body parts flying everywhere. Why was the body damaged when he didn't flip in his run? Oh, wait, that's right. High jump. If you didn't do high jump or did it on a different day or something, it wouldn't be damaged, so the body wouldn't fall apart. So once again, you got owned. Yeah, Todd did great, but unfortunately all that momentum disappeared after that jump, and he had a chance lost from him, unfortunately. We all gotta say. And everyone's saying Todd should have won on that. No. He lost all that momentum after the jump. That was no way near a win and run. You cannot win on one fucking move. And don't even try and argue about it. That was not a win and run, right, guys?
Yeah, most people I've seen
He did do 2 backflips though.
I didn't see that yet. Maybe it's still in the run.
But
Even so, that's more.
yeah.
That's not enough yet. Oh, Rage got on about time.
Hello, everyone.
You missed
As I
the.
was saying,
missed a
Hold
lot.
on, hang on. Adam was talking, but before Adam says anything,
speak.
unfortunately, Rage, you missed Josh eating crow earlier, so you have to watch that later. Oh, look at that Mia posted. Let me go post it in the chat now. Oh, I
You
gotta
should
go
post that
copy
in
this.
the
Hang
in the
on, guys.
stream.
This is really
Oh
cool.
boy.
Josh,
I cannot wait to watch
Jay
it.
took the crow picture, and look at that. Perfect. That is hilarious.
Look at what Julian
guys.
Solis just wrote in the chat.
Yep. Najee eats crow for Rosalie.
He eats crow for Mayumi.
Yep, that's true as well. Oh, that was so funny. But anyway, so unfortunately, Rage, you missed the roast of him eating crow. Of having you come late.
Man,
Now,
I missed out.
now,
One funny
now,
thing.
now, Anna,
Funny
as you-
thing. I was gonna use that exact same picture and put a makeup on him like a clown.
Well, it looks like we did a better job with that. Good job, me and Adam with that picture too, and of course me with the bowl crap too. Now, as we were talking about Todd, run right. What doesn't deserve it, right, guys?
Nope.
No, didn't.
Yeah. If he didn't lose
because
the
most
second
of the
year, he
people,
probably could have won.
Yep. Now, Adam, what were you saying?
That's true.
most people I've seen, most people that I have seen on both YouTube and Discord have been saying that Todd should have won just because it was the Duke Leap.
I know.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. You can't win on one jump. No.
Tom did the same thing too,
Yeah.
but a little better.
He needs,
That's
He
why
needs
we
to
got-
do
but
more
he,
than
yeah, but he
big
broke
air.
early.
But of course, the problem for Tom is since Todd did, it's gonna hurt his score probably a bit too, since doing the same thing. But shit, went to chat. Aaron, anything to say?
Not really, no.
All right, Duncan. Or you gonna watch? He'll probably type instead.
Wait,
Yeah, Tom definitely should have won.
wait, did we start the recap?
Even though the Duke was great.
We
All right,
started
now,
like almost an hour ago.
yeah. Okay. So Gavin, anything to say?
No.
Mia?
Nope.
I just want to point out someone in the stream chat said Ryan Lacoste and Kenneth Feld is Josh's two dads.
That's a good one.
Juan is MVP in the chat.
Oh my god. Now, Mia, anything you want to say about Todd's run?
I got nothing.
What about Rage muted himself, so he probably can't hear us, unfortunately. Well, if he can't hear us, then I guess we're gonna move on to the next run. Of course, that's when the crap happened about the mic happened when Todd's run went out. Now we get to Tom's run. Tom was putting up a good run, but unfortunately the engine died on him, which was so unfortunate. He was going great, but even so, that score was still way too high, like 8.2 or something.
What happened to Crazy Louie, though?
Oh, and not only that, look at that. When he went for it. Well, first off, the fact
Entire
that
body.
yeah, look at
ripped
that,
off.
guys. Look at that, Felbods. You saw that? His whole entire body came off except the hood. And not only that, watch again when he lands. You can see a shit ton of spikes fall off when he lands. Look at it, if it's really green. You can see spikes flying everywhere. I thought that was a safety hazard, guys. I thought that was a safety hazard. Yet it happened, and they let him keep going. Maybe it's just proof that the body's falling off is not a safety hazard, right?
And
It's not a safety hazard.
Right.
Feld.
And
Hey
what
Tim, I
happened?
made some crows that Josh would definitely want to eat.
We'll get to that later
And
on.
what
too.
happens if like the max
KT
speed spikes,
crow.
like fly into the crowd, like because the whole body?
Who's talking? But yeah, Tom was put up a great run, and unfortunately, the engine died on him, which ruined his chances. We're not gonna see about that. What was his run, and the fact that his body flew off, debunking myth about them being unsafe and they're a safety hazard.
It's only unsafe if you make it unsafe.
Wait, Matthew first.
It's only unsafe if you make it unsafe.
like
Now-
Natural High did in Tacoma. Remember that?
Aaron?
Well, that was just a freak accident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron?
it was.
I don't got much to say.
Adam?
If Tom kept up his bigger momentum and maybe got one more raw moment, he definitely could have took the win.
And Jacob?
What's that? Oh, we're talking about Tom's run?
Yeah, and the safety hazard, remember?
Oh, the spikes going into the stands is a safety hazard, but onto the track, no. It's just plastic.
Yeah.
So,
No
It's
threat
plastic.
whatsoever.
Someone said the spikes are foam.
no, I'm pretty sure they're
I don't know if
plastic.
that's true or not.
They're plastic.
I don't know how true it is or not.
I thought they
But
were
either way, it
fiberglass.
Yeah, I
doesn't
think they're
matter.
mainly
They're
plastic.
not a threat at all. They're not a safety hazard. Anyone says that is foolish and incorrect and don't know what they're talking about. All right, now Rage, anything to say?
Watch. There's soon. Wait.
You there?
Watch them soon remove the spikes from XD because of this.
Mm.
Yeah, they probably would.
That would just be stupid.
I can picture Max D without spikes, and it is so bad.
Exactly.
Well, they
The
can go back to the
original Max-
original Bynam. That would be the case.
Yeah, the original
Yeah,
Maximum
go back to the
Destruction
original.
was really good.
Mia, anything to
Mhm.
say?
Who's the?
Mia?
Oh, I already cut out. That's nice.
Oh, that sucks. You able to hear us?
All right,
Yes,
yeah, everybody cut out.
Oh, but did you hear us about we gotta say about Tom's run and the safety hazard?
That was just. I can't even comment on that.
Because it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Oh my god. Oh, and Juan said in the chat they probably would I bet they would shut down Tom when the spikes were up. But hey, remember it's Tom, so they never shut down for him ever. Remember?
Yeah.
Because they're biased in that regard. If you're gonna not shut him down, then don't shut down anyone else either. But yeah, it's unfortunate, Todd. What happened to Tom? And then of course we get to the final run, which was Ryan going for his double down. And honestly, as much as they say Brianna did good, Ryan I thought was like almost right there, just as good, if not maybe possibly better. It was definitely better than what Lindsay did. Here's the run, and I'll post it here too for us to watch. And that was awesome what Ryan did. He looked like vintage Ryan that run too. Let's see, when he hit his first hill second time. Let's see, he lined up for that hill and it
I
was
heard he was running purple headlights
20
in this run
seconds.
too.
So yeah, he
I
did
think
not
he
fill the
crushed
full
the,
time
fire
so far because
truck as well.
the run ends at 2:18, so he didn't fill the clock. But let's see.
Did he
Yeah.
hit the fire truck?
Yeah, he drove
Yeah,
over
he
too.
did.
But yeah, and we'll get to the rest of the track in a bit. Let's watch the rest of Ryan's run, and we get the encore. I want to talk about the fire truck and stuff too, because there's something that if you didn't watch the encore,
Ryan
there's
is
something we have to
always going to
expose
have-
them on later on. Something in the pits of the encore that we found out. But keeping it quiet,
Ryan,
for you two.
I'm just gonna say this really quickly. Ryan is always gonna have the best speed in between jumps and
Yep.
combos.
Yep.
His chassis, and I'll say the same thing what Mark said a couple years ago. It is probably the best chassis, the best suspension, and the best handling truck out. No pun intended. No arguments, please.
Yep.
I'm just saying that.
Yep. Ryan drives just like
Ryan's
how.
chassis is probably the best.
Yep. Ryan and
It's
Tom
it's
drives.
probably as close as Tom's chassis, but without the coilovers and a front engine and sway bar.
Yeah, I like how they also left all the trucks out there later on the run. What a bunch of lazy bastards!
Yeah, I saw that too.
When a good chunk of those
Nah,
trucks, you
we're
know
not gonna
damn
do-
well, they could have just taken off. It wasn't that much work. They were just too lazy. And there's no excuse defending it. Unless, if they're not on an obstacle, you take them out. End of discussion. As we still watch Ryan's run, yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't this run so far look better than Lindsay
He
so
gets
far?
shut off once.
A lot better.
I think this is near the end.
There
of
were
the
a couple
fire
of points where I think Ryan tried to go for a front flip and it was just too slick out there.
I don't even think it was a front flip, but
Yeah, he flipped with like 3 seconds remaining, which won't really affect much. But yeah, Ryan, he only got like an 8.5 or something like that. I don't even think he got into the top 5 then. He got robbed too.
I think he got like an 8.6 or something.
Yeah, that
They didn't
run
show this
was
before.
definitely better than Lindsay, and that was probably just as good, if not better, than maybe Brianna. We gotta see about that maybe. Who do all think better, Ryan or
Brianna's was better
Brianna?
than Ryan's.
I don't know.
Neither do
Brianna.
I. What'd you say, Adam?
I'd say Brianna was better than Ryan. Ryan's probably just slightly better than Lindsay Reed.
Jacob?
I'd say Ryan's run was better than Brianna.
Duncan? Who was better, Ryan or Brianna?
Ryan fell times and it would have been him, but since he did Brianna.
What are you saying? So you think Brianna did better than Ryan?
Yeah.
Although he left like 2 seconds on the clock, it wasn't like that much time. But Gavin, Ryan or
Ryan.
what?
Ryan got underscored.
Yeah, but between him or Brianna, who did better in your eyes?
Ryan had momentum, but it was those saves.
And of course, she did fill the whole entire time, which he left like 3 seconds, even though it's not nothing. But so you guess you're undecided.
Yeah, I'm kind of undecided too.
Matthew?
I say Brianna, but Ryan is a very, very close second.
Yep. Rage?
Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this one.
Yep.
But I'd say Brianna Mahan because she had like saves. I can't remember how many saves there were.
It was
She
like
had,
4
like,
or 5.
5 saves. Yeah.
Ryan had like 1 save, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Mia? Ryan or Brianna? You there?
I'm on the fence.
Wow, we got a lot of new undecides here. So far it was either some said Brianna and the rest were undecided. That's how close it was. Wow. Yeah, we probably have to watch that run over and over again before all of us are fully decided. But yeah, either way, regardless of who, Ryan or Brianna, those two definitely did better than Lindsay. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Now
Well,
with,
then
what you're
the
saying?
next run
Oh, yeah,
is
the encore.
let's see.
It was the encore.
Yeah, encore.
So now we get to the encore, which for all of you didn't know, originally they said they were not going to do it because of the rain, but then they finally changed and said, yeah, we're going to do it. And Colton jumped 7 trucks. Honestly, I don't know if I would really count that. I'll remember too, when he landed, the whole like rear part of the body like came loose, and he actually stuffed into the backflip wall on that hard hit right there. But
And
honestly,
we saw
it didn't even
cars
look like
at the end.
yeah, and then he
Yes, we
went
did.
off the side of the jump, so I don't know. That might not even really be counted as really fully clean because he went off the side near the end. Didn't you all notice that?
Yeah, very slightly.
We saw crush cars on the tunnel.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that too. But yeah, honestly, they really should. I said it to chat last night when they said it was canceled. Yeah, they should have not done that. Instead, they should have just brought out all the trucks and him too in that 25th anniversary truck. Which, by the way, how cheap and lazy of them just to bring back the 25th anniversary truck, take off all the crap off it. Why not let them do a Max D jump? I can't believe
Lazy.
Yep.
One thing I want to point out in the poster where like it has the map, it says "quote unquote" new Monster Jam truck.
Really?
Yeah, it was just the 25th anniversary with all the stuff off of it. So cheap. Wait, Duncan's talking?
I seen so many people on Instagram backlash about that when they found out about that.
Yeah. Who can
They
blame them?
were mad.
But now, we all gotta think, shouldn't they just, instead of doing a jump, should they just let them just go out there and freestyle till they drop?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would've been cool.
Definitely yes.
But we've seen that happen before with all of Dennis's, Grave Digger's encores. I don't see why they couldn't do that again.
They also did it at World Finals 8. Remember that?
Or
Demas.
bring back another Gravedigger versus Max D encore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, World Finals 5.
And then them in the chat saying Gravedigger won World Finals
In-
20. What the
in the
fuck are you
Netherlands-
talking about?
Netherlands,
Gravedigger
too.
didn't win anything. None of the 7
No,
titles.
it's World Finals 6. I think it was 6 and 7 that
And then
Max D and Gravedigger.
But now, let's
What
get
was
to
the
something for all of you didn't see that stream, which I'm sure a lot of you did. If you noticed, when Colt made his jump and he started to drive around near the tunnel, if you all didn't see, guess what was in the tunnel? 2
Crush
black
cars.
crush cars and a black van. All usable for the night, and they didn't use them. Now that is a giant waste of money. Why would you bring out 2 cars in a van, leave them right there in the tunnel, not even use them at all during the night? What the fuck? What was the point
Big
What
of that?
happened to safety concern?
Big oof.
Oh, safety concerns my ass.
Safety concerns.
What do you guys say about that, guy?
Maybe they ran out of time and didn't figure out where to put them.
They could have just put them out. They should have just put them like halfway out during the event. Oh my god. So they made a ramp for high jump that they destroyed and completely painted over for no reason, wasting a whole bunch of dirt and spray paint, and they had 2 cars and a van in the back, which they never used, so that's a waste of cars and a waste of paint too doing that.
I didn't see the cars. I didn't see
thought
the
these
van.
guys had. I thought these guys had budget cuts. Why are they wasting so much money using stuff that they're not using at all?
Oh god, really, dog?
Oh, and one said, and the crush cars are pre-crushed because of BKT tires. Yep, I've noticed that too. Last bunch of years, guys. The cars like always crushed now. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah.
What I gotta say, that was such a waste for that high jump ramp right there, the middle one.
Yeah. See, yeah, a good reason why BKT tires need to go because they can't handle anything.
Exactly.
They're cheap crap tires.
Bring back Goodyears.
Goodyears,
Or
Ukraine,
UK
Firestones.
I remember when my dad
The UK rain tires were better.
And the first time he used them, one of them went flat.
Oh yeah, and Duncan said in the chat, only a third of the trucks filled their runs. I don't think it's actually
Only a
slightly
third?
over
Oh my
third.
god.
He said slightly over third because a third of 24 would be 8, so it was 9. He said so 9 of the 24 filled the runs. I'll have to check that myself to confirm. I want to see it for myself, but if that's true, that's actually an improvement from last year. But that's still pretty bad. That only a third of the drivers filled their runs. That's pretty shit. Meanwhile, in MTWS, like last time out in Anaheim, it was like 80% of the trucks filled their runs or something like that. You gotta say about that guy.
Also,
I think it really says something about which. Quiet, Gavin. I think it really says which league is
I'm talking,
superior.
guys. What were we saying, Adam?
I think that really shows which league is superior if like 80 to 90% of trucks can fill their runs.
And not only that, Anaheim last time the average score was like 30 plus. Was that a shot that MTWS is now, dare I say, superior to Monster Jam? I just said it, guys. What do you guys say about that? MTWS is better than Monster Jam now. What do you guys say about that?
I agree with
Sounds
you,
right to
Tim.
me.
And remember, guys, MTWS in Arlington, June 15th. I filmed all of round 2 earlier, so I gotta get to work on that eventually.
Did they pass copyright?
Yeah, well, I haven't done
Round
round 2 yet. I
1.
gotta get all set up still. But yeah, we're nearly the end
That
of
is
the
such a
video.
good track.
I think we've said. I feel like we're missing something though that we were supposed to talk about, but I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. I think it was something about the event.
Oh wait, who won the Speedsters and ATV championship? That
Blake.
No one cared about.
yeah, no one cared about who.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Blake did Speedsters. He won that.
And I guess no one knows about ATVs.
And ATV, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Nicholas.
Amardo Castro.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Oh.
The Fellbots actually did use that argument before. It's a 21-year-old game. No one gives a crap. Well, guys, what sounds better? As I mentioned in the chat on the other night, Who's running a monster truck league better? A $1 billion company running the biggest monster truck league in the real things, or a 25-year-old fat fuck in his room doing a league all on his own with a game from 21 years ago? Who's running it better?
You.
The game.
Not to mention the 21-year-old game is doing better than Steel Titans.
Yep, still
Oh.
MTM2
Yeah.
is still
Titans,
better
my
than
God.
Steel Titans, and that is saying something. Ouch.
They're
We're
like
not going to talk
RC
about
cars.
the fact that they bribed Josh with a free Xbox.
Oh, yeah. They bribed Josh with a free Xbox One to probably make him say good things about him last night, if you all didn't know.
He's not gonna get an Xbox.
He did. He actually posted a picture where he had the Xbox One was a Steel Titans theme. He posted on his server and had like all the
Oh, my
driver sign or
goodness,
something like
that
that. Maybe
kid.
Adam or Aaron can look at. Oh, that's right. Aaron, did he ban you?
Actually, surprisingly, he didn't. Probably because I called him out for it in my message.
Maybe
Also,
Adam,
not
maybe
to
Adam or
mention-
Duncan could go get it. The picture of the Xbox One.
Let me find it. I think it's on Instagram.
I seriously
Wonder
can't
what that
stand
was.
that dude.
Wait, was it?
Who the heck is spraying air?
Oh, I found it.
We're gonna post it in the chat because he got a free Steel Titans themed Xbox One, and he had everyone sign it too at the pit party. Which, by the
Someone
way,
said-
Josh,
There
how's
you
it
go.
feel paying $100 to
That's
go to the
not
pit
air.
party?
There it is.
All right, here we go. Hang on, guys. There we go. Copy it. Here's
Wow.
that Steel Titans
That's
themed Xbox.
Duke.
Oh, come on. Stop doing that to me. I keep pressing. I just copied the link. Hang on. Let me get the link. Waiting for it to load. Here we
Someone
go.
just said Xbox is gay anyway.
Here it is. Here's the
Oh my goodness.
Here's the Steel
PlayStation.
Titans.
Xbox is
Here's
gay.
Here's the Steel Titans
PS1
themed
is gay.
Xbox One that he got with everyone signing it.
Have
Xbox
you
is
seen
gay.
more recent footage of the game? You can still do front flips off of any jump.
Shit.
And he defended it too in the chat. Still a good game.
Not.
The
This
trucks are
game almost
small.
reminds me of Monster Jam Urban Assault, the way it controls.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's apparently it's that hard just to get
I
a
really do not like talking about Steel Titans.
Yeah, apparently it's just so hard to get a game just like Riggs and Rods or BeamNG, guys. Apparently it's so hard, yet people could do it for free, pretty much. Well, not BeamNG, but
Are
like Riggs and Rods for
are
free.
gaming companies really trying to make
I think
something
BeamNG
compared
is
to
like
Rigs
20
and Rods
bucks on
and put
Steam.
it on a console?
Oh my
That's what I
At
seem
least-
like what they're trying to do.
What I like
It
to
at least
mention.
costs less than Steel Titans.
What I like to mention.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
right.
like
BeamNG
all
superior and still costs less than Steel Titans. Ouch.
Oof.
That really hurts.
And also, it may get multiplayer soon.
Oh sh.
Oh yeah, Juan said
Hey,
Josh
hey,
is only good at making intros. Yeah, I've seen some of them. He's pretty good, but that's pretty much it.
Guess
All
why
right,
Rigs of Rods is better?
I think
Because it's free.
I still feel like I'm missing something that we were supposed to talk about for tonight, but I don't remember what it
MTM
was.
MTM2 is
No,
free
I
as
brought that
well.
up. It was something about the finals itself, though.
Also, I think I found the link for MFR.
I know when I finish this stream, I'm gonna be like, fuck, why did we talk about that? I know we're talking this. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't remember what it is.
Damn it, link is not there.
Well, since I can't, well, we already talked
Well,
about
in
the
the
ring
meanwhile,
delay
I do have a
earlier.
question.
All right. Well, since I can't remember, how about we just
Yeah, we
end it right
talked
here?
about the
We've
ring
been
delay.
doing it for almost an hour and a half, and I want to go take care of some stuff like working on round 2. So I'm going to ask each of you individually what you thought of World Finals 20 be as honest as possible. We'll start with Mia. Of everything. The
Well-
two-wheel skills, high jump, racing, freestyle, encore, the rain delay, and all that.
Well, overall, it was pretty crap, except for some few moments, like a few saves. But that goes to the drivers, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Overall, it was horse crap.
Josh, go. Rage?
Honestly, it was just terrible. Like I didn't really enjoy it much.
Matthew?
And plus, I feel like
Oh, hold on. Rage is still talking. My bad. Keep going.
plus I feel like this kind of makes World Finals 19 a little better.
Ouch.
'Cause-
Yeah, that's true. Because at least it was in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, you're done?
And hey, it didn't have any thunderstorms or delays.
Yep. All right, Matthew? You there, Matthew?
Looks like he cocked himself.
Well, while we wait for him, I guess give Gavin a go.
The only positive thing about World Finals 20 is us roasting Josh and also the rain delay.
Yep, that was so funny. I wonder if I should maybe. I'm starting to wonder if I should maybe download the last night's stream and just show only the part about the rain delay, because that was so funny.
And also a couple of the athletes doing really good moves, but other than that, it was bad.
Yep. Duncan?
What everybody else said.
Yep. All right. Matt, you want another go?
Yeah, it was overall, other than Jimmy winning his first racing title, other than that, along with a few moves, it was pretty crap. Also, look out for World Finals 20 crashes and save videos coming here soon after I finish the NFL schedule predictions.
Oh yeah, because Garrett downloaded all of his videos, so make sure you send them to you unless you got them yourself.
I'll get him.
All right. Now, Jacob.
Let's just stop and give Jimmy Cretin a round of applause for winning his first racing championship after 17 years.
Yep.
Congratulations, Jimmy Cretin. You
Man,
have finally done it.
Yep, 8 years old when he tried to his first
Overall,
try.
for the freestyle event, it was I don't know how to say it. It wasn't as good as the previous World Finals. Like even the track itself, it was probably the most organized and most spaced out compared to all the other ones. But we mentioned this earlier. Brianna Mahan should have won freestyle and not
Ryan.
Lindsay.
Or maybe Ryan. Set this up in the air.
Or maybe Ryan, yes. And then with the high jump of doing it too soon, they should have done it after freestyle, in my opinion.
Or maybe a different day, or not do it at all.
Or not do it at all.
Yeah.
That's also true. And I just can't stop thinking about Jimmy finally getting his first racing championship. So awesome.
Also, we got a Feld. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead, Gavin.
We got a Feldbot in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Ian.
And who's that?
Ian said, "You really hate everything. Stop being a hater."
Oh.
But before we get to Aaron and Adam, let's maybe roast that comment. We are saying about us being just haters. No, before you ask anything,
hate for a
wait,
we hate for a
before you
reason.
say anything, I don't hate Monster Jam. In fact, I love Monster Jam. That's why I criticize Feld, because I want them to make the changes that I know are right for Monster Jam. You belligerent idiot. Anyone else want to say anything about that?
Not haters, we just know shit when we see it.
If you really want to see us appreciating Feld, go watch Tim's video where he appreciated the chili track from last year.
And funny enough, Adam, I actually posted that to him because he said that in World Finals 20 video.
So he just straight up doesn't listen.
Yep.
Oh, because he's a Feldbot.
Yep.
Making assumptions.
And by the way, I see he left a dislike too. Oh, woo, woo.
Speaking of, he got one dislike.
Yes, I just said
wonder
that.
Equals one Feldbot.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Now we got that out of the way. Aaron, you still there?
Indeed, I am.
So you want to go now? Well, your recap?
Is it Adam's turn, though?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So, my recap for the show. I do like that they at least switched the paint. It still sucks that, basically the whole track is the same two colors. Actually, it is the whole the same two colors.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was horrible. The planning was horrible. The fact that, the last few drivers had to go on a muddy track, which was unfair, is horrible.
Well, that's not really their fault, though.
Fan judging is horrible. So yeah, if I could say one thing to summarize the whole entire show, it would probably be insert "you have failed me for the last time" meme.mp4. Anyways, yeah.
All right, now Adam, to
So-
finish it up.
Alright, so let's start off with the ATVs and speedsters. They should not have been part of the World Finals in any way. There should have been no reason for them to offer World Championship titles to each of those competitions.
Yeah, Monster Truck
they
League,
wanted to
guys,
just-
remember, this is a Monster Truck League, not a Speedster League, not an ATV League, a Monster Truck League. You only give titles out to Monster Trucks. Now, back to you, Adam.
Yep, and that applies to the Triple Threat Series too. They should not count for points. They could do it for exhibition if they want to,
Yep.
but nothing more than that.
Yep.
For two-wheel skills, there was nothing memorable. It was just a waste of time other than an excuse for trucks to break early right before racing.
Yep, it ruined racing.
Even though
in
I
that
will
regard.
admit that I think it was New Elliott who did it, who almost did like a reverse front flip
Oh
in
yeah, we
two-wheel
forgot to
skills.
mention
That was
that
pretty
was cool
cool.
as shit.
Either-
Yeah, but that could have
Can I
seriously
say
damaged the
something real
truck.
quick?
Hold on, I want to say something.
Sure.
Okay, so on
yeah,
that Neil
yeah,
Elliott
for a second.
thing, people were saying that the reason that he didn't win was because he didn't land it correctly. That's complete BS because it's two-wheel skills, and he landed into a moonwalk. It is two-wheel skills, not the trick competition.
Good burn.
Boom.
The fact that his second it probably hurt him.
But
Let's go on, Adam.
And I'm going to go back off order for a second, but yeah, even we watched all of qualifying, and yeah, that was an absolute shit show with most of the trucks just spinning out and or crashing.
Yeah.
But in racing, also another shit show, a lot of trucks messing up. The track was very poorly maintained. But we'll congratulate Jimmy Green for finally getting his long overdue racing win.
yeah,
And then for freestyle, like, I will admit, the freestyle had some great action, a lot of wow factors, some of the biggest saves we have ever seen, but the
Mhm.
scoring absolutely ruined it, and the RIIs. It was hilarious to see the event actually get put on
yeah,
hold.
that was awesome.
It was.
Yeah, that was
Oh, and
funny.
remember, Josh, eat that crow. As I changed the video, the picture to the crow. Yep. You're gonna have
I
to
can
eat that
only
crow,
imagine it.
and
But-
you're not, and don't ever say anything about anything until you eat that crow first. Now back to Adam.
I
Feathers
can
and
already
all.
imagine it.
Oh yeah, well I finished this up, but I have a question for you guys in the stream. Mainly the people in the stream chat, since we have pretty much everyone else's opinion in the voice chat, but who do you guys think should have won freestyle? And while I finish this up, I'll just quickly finish this. Let's see here, what was I gonna say? But yeah, the rain delay really slowed the show down a bit. But at least we had some mud in the World Finals, which is nice.
Yep.
But yeah,
Versus
mainly because they
Todd.
ruined the show. We at least had some great round moments that are pretty much memorable, but again, fan judging needs to go. That's the main reason it ruined the World Finals. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys give the show on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would probably give it a 10 just because Josh got owned, but other than that, maybe a 1 or something. Or maybe a 2 just because Jimmy got his first racing title.
Probably a 2 for me.
2 for me too.
Negative 76.
Yeah, I'll probably say 3 at most, no more than that. But yep, that's pretty much all
I'll
my
give
thoughts.
it a
And the encores that
2.
they used were absolutely garbage and could have done way more with what they had to work with.
So, you
And
done?
that's pretty much it.
Alright, I think everyone had everything. No one
Yep.
has anything else to say?
Oh wait, Tim, weren't you gonna mention something about the fire truck?
Oh yeah, that was it. Thank you, Matthew. What if they're gonna have obstacles out there? Don't put them so goddamn deep into the dirt where they can't even really get hit. It only got hit like 2 times, like Ryan and maybe someone else. Why even have the obstacles in the first place? They need to either be on the ground for them to get crushed, or higher up higher up on top of the elevator into the dirt, so they can maybe, land on top of it when they jump or something like that. But come on! God! Thank you for reminding me of that, Matthew. That was what I was forgetting. Oh, and also they should have brought that
By the
band
way-
out for freestyle.
One thing I want to mention, this is already the 20th World Finals, and they still give us the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, the last
Nothing different.
And they try to do something different. They actually try to do something different with like the new championships, but that needs to go immediately.
Yep. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And guess what's still the best World Finals till this day?
World Finals 9.
World
World Finals 9.
World Finals 9.
Well, 9 my favorite track, but funny enough, I don't know, maybe it's because of nostalgia, but probably World Finals 2 in my eyes was probably like the best one ever. Just World Finals 9 was just the best track ever.
World
Finals
Finals
2
2
is definitely in my top 5.
World Finals 2 had delays though because of the flooding.
Yeah, but that was just accident, pretty much with Tom and all.
That wasn't weather.
Yeah. But hey, at least they resolved it in the right way.
By the way,
What? Oh, Duncan saying something?
I have seen so many giving a fan judging things on Instagram. It's legit.
And they don't care, remember?
Also, there were a lot of empty seats.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, Josh, you were at the event. Did you see all those empty seats that we saw during racing? I wasn't hallucinating, guys. Did you all see all those empty seats in racing? Because I know I saw them.
Yes.
Yeah, especially the upper deck. That was a ghost town up there.
Yeah. And just like Freestyle 2,
Mainly
even
racing.
before the rain, we saw
the ghost
empty
took their
patches everywhere.
souls.
So, Josh, if you're watching this, which I know you're not, you can't tell me with a straight face. You were right there. You were literally there. You can't say, oh, the place was packed. It was not. So don't fucking lie about it. You know that you're incorrect. And just like
It
Chase,
might have
you're just a
started out
contrarian.
packed, but people continued to leave after a bit, and especially after the rain.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was really empty after the rain delay.
Yeah, that's right too. Remember when the Monster Bro, not Monster Bro, the Monster Lord or whoever it was, did the update? They showed people leaving the stadium too in the parking lot when the rain happened.
And on the stream too, the guy that streamed the whole entire freestyle.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is pathetic.
We've been predicting weather since the very beginning of the stream, even before it.
Yeah. We were actually looking at the weather for like the entire week lead up to the World Finals, and it kept saying like rain around this week, and we got proven right. It was so funny. And remember,
We got
Josh,
jinxed by
eat
Josh.
that crow. Don't ever say anything
Jinxed
to
by
us.
Josh.
Don't even try and defend
Exactly.
anything. You're in no position to say anything until you eat that crow and you admit that you were wrong. About being
Feathers
so
and
smug
beaks
about
and all.
dismissing stats.
Feathers, beak, and all.
Oh yeah, now that I think of it. Remember he said that Florida has a dry season. I think he said Orlando. I'm gonna look up Orlando's weather too and see how much of a dry season they have. Because remember, Ahmad said they did not have a dry season, and he actually lives in Florida. Let's see. Average. Yep, the most driest month in April is April. I mean, the most driest month in Orlando is April. It's 6.2 days. So that's a quarter of the month with rain. That sounds pretty dry, don't it, guys?
Nope.
Yep. Pretty rainy. Very rainy. So, yeah. Florida dry season, my asshole.
Florida's by the sea. They probably get a lot more rain than most people would anyway.
Yeah. It's so
Or people left because of the boring 7 competitions that they added.
I just thought of something really funny, guys. I thought of something really funny. Do you know why he probably thought May was Orlando's dry season? Maybe.
Mayumi?
Wait. Maybe. Because maybe he looked up the weather, and maybe he was looking up Seattle's weather, and maybe because he couldn't stop picking up Mayumi. Because of the dry day in Seattle. Oh, the
It all makes sense to me now.
That was a bit of a stretch there, Tim, because Seattle gets a lot more rain too.
Yes, Seattle gets a lot of 21. That was great. So yeah, anyone? So I think we've all said everything we wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, the weather for both Vegas and Glendale yesterday. Sunny with maybe a few clouds, but that was it.
Oh, that's right.
No precipitation.
Yeah. Although remember for Vegas, we had to go by March, which of course was clear if they kept in the World Finals. And remember,
One said Josh's DMs are in a dry season.
yeah. And of course, remember, next year World Finals 21 is going to be in Orlando, and who knows what happens after that. And remember, guys, they could have just simply done this year. This year and next year in Sam Boyd, and then wait till when Raiders Stadium is finished, and then we find out what happens there. Right, guys? That's called thinking rationally, remember?
Fine.
That's called thinking rationally. Wait and see. But no, they didn't.
They can't think.
Yep.
They don't have a brain.
Monster Jam and Feld are so impatient.
Now, the only two things I'll add, once again, I've mentioned this before.
Bring USHRA back.
Yeah, that's gone now, unfortunately. But anyways, two things I'll say before we wrap it up. Remember, check out MTWS in Arlington, June 15th. And remember, we're going to have a brand new truck debuting in Encore, which I worked really hard on. I was just listening to its theme earlier. Oh my god, it is awesome. I've already filmed all of round 2, and maybe later tonight, after maybe we do some stuff together tonight, I might get to work on that in the background as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm working on it really quick. Working on it really well. And of course, eventually I've mentioned this in one Feld ripping video that I, of course, I've hopefully eventually in the future making the hashtag Make Monster Jam Great Again video, where I'll list up all the things that if I owned Monster Jam I would do if had complete control on it. So everyone had everything. I mean, everyone had their last word.
Subscribe to Najikong Rages.
Yep, subscribe to Najikong Rages for more Najikong content.
Suck it, Josh.
Yep.
Be on the lookout.
And remember, eat that crow.
Also, go to clown school.
And
Be on the lookout.
And also learn some weather in your state.
He needs to
And
go
I
to
think we
weather
found
class.
information on the All-Stars Challenge.
It's pretty bad someone from Maryland
Josh
had
is
to
posted
learn
there.
about the weather in your state and you actually live in it. That's actually really, really sad. Very, very sad. So, I think
On
that's
the
it.
lookout.
Oh, wait, Duncan saying something? What were you saying,
Be
Duncan?
on the lookout for Nazi Rage Event V3.
Yep, watch out for Naji Rage Event V3, and we're going to do a Naji Rage event collab, too, which we're got to work on what event we're going to do it in. And Adam, your mic was shaking earlier. You have anything to say? And Rage?
Well, Josh has posted new information about the All-Star Challenge, where there's actually going to be captains of each team. Tom Inch will be captain of Team Fire. Scott Butcher will be captain of Team Ice.
Yes.
6 Fire and Ice drivers are locked in. And some drivers will be chosen by the fans, and the remaining drivers will be chosen by the team captains.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is so stupid. Hey, you know what?
But that's probably another ripping for another thing.
Yeah, All-Star Challenge
I
instead.
swear.
All-Star Challenge should instead been rotation instead.
If Son of a Digger is gonna be fire, then I'm out.
No, I think didn't Tommy say it was gonna be like ice? Remember that?
No, he said it was gonna
No.
be fire, Son of a Digger.
And Gravedigger.
I think he
Fire
said Avenger was
Gravedigger
gonna be in
and
it
Fire,
too.
Son of a Digger.
Oh my god, it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
If
Gravedigger's gonna
anything,
be
for
in
the
it too.
Fire Gravedigger, they could have improved on the fire on it. They could at least have had some of it engulfing a tombstone or two,
Yeah.
and had the
Right.
house on fire too.
All right. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna end the stream unless anyone has anything left to say.
I'm good.
Rage,
I'm good.
Matthew,
I said my last thing.
Duncan. Well, you're mutes, I guess. Oh well, Jacob.
Subscribe to Najikong Rages for new content.
Aaron.
Yeah, subscribe to Najikong Rages.
Adam.
I can bring my Sim series from my channel over to there, since it is about Naji's life, after all.
Yep. Adam.
Make sure to check out all of our channels as well, and please give us some subscribers so we can monetize our channels and make some money. No, I'm just kidding, but but also
Yeah, because I'm the only one that is.
Also, remember
oh, that's
to
right. Me and Matthew are the ones are.
and
Yes,
I was gonna say it again. Remember to subscribe to Najikon Rages, since a Super Circuit playthrough might be coming up soon.
I have one more thing to say. Najee, you're never getting my Yumi's boxers.
Same goes for
Or my
Swag
Yumi
and Josh.
herself.
You ain't getting my Yubi. In fact, you might get a visit from her father instead.
or any of the trucks that we make,
ABK Rex, or Iron Maiden, or Mad Dog,
or Fire
Blue
Max
Blue.
D,
Or Koromitsu.
Etc.
or Ice El
So yeah-
Toro Loco.
So yeah, World Finals 20 was crap. Hey, you know what? It was both the worst and best World Finals at the same time. It was the worst because of what happened, but it was the best because Josh got owned. And remember, Josh,
And also the rain
eat
delay.
that crow. Don't ever say anything about defended failed or anything. No, until you eat that crow, you are in no position to talk. Fuck you, and this stream is over. Hope you all enjoy.